What's up everyone, welcome back. Today we're playing an old favorite, Eldrazi Tron. With this version, we're testing out 2 Inscribed Tablet in the main deck. So I've been skeptical about this card, but I wanted to try it to see for myself. So Inscribed Tablet is 1 mana. We can pay 1, sacrifice it, look at the top 5 cards, put a land card into our hand. So essentially, I see this as kind of like an overpriced Ancient Stirrings. It is colorless, so it does fit in this deck, but we have to pay an extra mana just to kind of get the same effect. With Inscribed Tablet, we're looking to get Tron online more consistently. This is also another card that we can get with Urza's Saga. So let's quick look at the land base. This is pretty much like the stock land list. We have 1 Blast Zone, 1 Cavern of Souls, 4 Temples, 2 Swamps, the Tron lands, 2 Sagas, and 1 Waste. The Swamps are good for if we give a Seju, we have basic lands to get, and they also pair well with Dismember so we don't lose as much life. I am a big Urza's Saga fan as well. You don't have to play them in this deck, but they get Inscribed Tablet, which is what we're trying today. They get maps, relics, and they can make constructs in a pinch. For our removal, we have 2 Warping Wail and 3 Dismember. For our Eldrazi package, these numbers have changed throughout lists. I'm trying 3 Matter Reshaper, 4 Thought-Knot Seer, and 3 Reality Smasher. You can kind of pick and choose. Sometimes it'll be 4-4-4, 4-4-3, just kind of what you feel is the best number. We are trying 2 Karn Sylex. It's been okay. It's been decent. It's a fine board wipe. It turns off fetch lands. It's things that you have to activate at sorcery speed, unlike Oblivion Stone, but it gets the job done. Obviously, we have 4 Karn the Great Creator. This is like the best card in our deck. Gets all our sideboard cards, turns off artifacts. Just a great card. For our flex spots, we have 1 All Is Dust for a board wipe. We have 1 Ugin the Ineffable just to make all our colorless cards cost 2 less. It's pretty cool if you can cast this early and start casting all your cards for 2 less. We're running 2 Walking Ballista. Sometimes you'll see 3. I wanted to try 2 in this list. We have 4 Chalice of the Void. Sometimes you'll see 3. I think with Chalice of the Void, you want 4 in the main deck. You want to draw this card early. Sometimes you'll see 3 in the main and 1 in the side for Karn to get. I like having 4 in the main myself. And then our top end, we have 1 Ulamog. This is an Eldrazi, so we can cast it with Eldrazi Temple, so that's something to be aware of. For our sideboard, we have Tormod's Crypt for graveyards, Basilisk Collar for life gain, Pithing Needle to name activated abilities, Relic for graveyard, Coding because it pairs so well with Karn, 2 Stonebrain. I love Stonebrain. I think it's a fantastic card. I would run 1 in the main, but I really want to try Tablet today, so we're not doing that. 1 Torpor Orb for ETB effects, Bridge, again, mainstay with Karn, Trinisphere, good against combo, spell decks, Witchbane Orb for a burn, protection, Cityscape Leveler. This is a new card that we've been trying. It's good against Murktide. It has a cast effect, so we can blow something up immediately, even if it gets countered. And then we have Unearth for 8, again, with the cast effect, so it's going to get something regardless. Sundering Titan for big mana decks. Emrakul the Promise End. You don't see this card as much anymore. I'm kind of a big fan of it. It just can win games on its own, so I wanted to include it in the sideboard. And then we have 1 extra Walking Ballista that Karn can go get. So that's just a brief rundown of this version of Eldrazi Tron. Again, you can kind of pick and choose how many of each number that you play, but this is pretty much like the stock core list of Eldrazi Tron. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We're on the play. This hand looks a little slow. We have like a turn 1 map, turn 2 Ballista. It is kind of slow, but we're Eldrazi Tron, so I think we can keep. You could argue going to 6 and trying to get a little better and maybe a little faster hand, but I think this is okay for now. Maybe we could top deck a Tron land and just be set for life, especially if they play a Dork here. Oh god. All right, so this is like one of our worst matchups. Round 1, fantastic. Temple, not terrible. We'll play out the Temple. I guess this will get a, I think this is still gonna get a Tron land. Unless they go, I don't know if they go like, I feel like I could get a Blast Zone if they go like Amulet, but I don't think they're going to do that, right? I'm going to play this Thought-Knots here. But again, this is one of our worst matchups, so don't really expect to win unless we can get turn 3 Tron and do some stuff. Azusa, they can play more lands, more bounce lands. We have to get super lucky in this matchup. They play more bounce lands. They do have Grazer, so they can have 5 mana here. They play 1 more bounce land. They could maybe play out Dryad. Pact. We're not getting turn 2'd, right? They play another Arboreal Grazer. Wow, oh no, we are getting turn 2'd. Well, welcome to the first match of the league, and we are getting tightened. We'll yield till end step. We never beat this deck, and if we do beat this deck, we have to get super, super lucky. I'll let this play out a little bit so you guys can see the damage. So they're going to swing for 8. They're going to get a double strike land, which is called... they just got Boseiju, Teleria West. All right, we can't do anything. Get hit for... We're not dead. We're dead next turn, though. I don't think there's anything we can draw. We have to get a Tron... No, not even a Tron land will do it. Get a Power Plant. Yeah, nothing we draw is going to gonna get there unless we like randomly had a bridge in our deck or something like that. Chalice, a little late. They're tapping 2 mana for Boseiju. So they had a Boseiju in hand and they, oh man. And they're running 2 Boseijus too. So let's see, what do we bring in against Titan? We take out Relic. Relic is pretty useless. Dismember is fine to get rid of Dryads. All His Dust is pretty good. Chalice is good against Summoner's Pact on 0. I'm bringing Sundering Titan. I want Stone Brain. We can board out Warping Whale too. Warping Whale's not, they don't really have any like sorceries we really care about. Apparently they run like a full set of Boseiju and they're going to be bringing in Force of Vigor also. So let's see. Blessed is not very good here either. Rather have Torp Orb. We're just going to go in, just go huge here. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Hopefully we don't get turn 2'd. We're going to need a better hand than this. It only has 1 Tron land map, but it's just way too slow. This hand's pretty garbage too. We'll keep it. I mean, I don't want to go too low and then if they have Boseiju and then we just get Boseiju'd out. So we'll play out Temple. I'm just going to play Chalice on 0 now and pass. We're playing Temple just in case we high roll a Thought-Knots here. They play out Urza's Saga and Amulet of Vigor. Yeah, their hands have been pretty disgusting. We draw a Smasher, get to play out a weak Matter Reshaper, and we'll pass. Our deck's looking like a typical why do you play Eldrazi Tron kind of deck right now. They play Slayer Stronghold. Okay. I'm glad they have this in hand. That's pretty good. What's going to suck is when they have double Amulet and just play a bounce land and we lose. All right. I guess we'll get in for 3. We'll play a tower and then just pass. Maybe they have like Summoner's Pact stuck in hand or something like that. We'll pass the turn. Maybe if they go get another Amulet. Maybe if they don't kill us, we can Blast Zone it away. They're floating mana, which is... We can assume they have like a bounce land Titan and we just lose here. Boseiju for Azusa. Okay. Radiant Fountain. Ooh, no bounce land. We like to see that. Dismember. We'll play out Blast Zone. I mean, we have to just be... I don't know. Should we be aggressive or just pop? They didn't have a bounce land, or they didn't play the bounce land last turn. So we could Blast Zone these away, or you could Smasher them. So let's think, why didn't they play a bounce land if they had it? They don't have any lands because they would have played it with Azusa. I'm just going to play Reality Smasher. Because they didn't have any lands, we're going to have to like hope they don't draw one, even though they have they're like a 30 land deck or something, 32 land deck. Unless they're just like sitting on one, I don't think they would do that. So we're really banking on them not drawing a bounce land or doing something. Are they going to Boseiju our Blast Zone? No, they would only have to pay 1. Okay, interesting. So we could have Blast Zone these away. We chose not to. They Boseiju'd a land, draw another Dismember. So they have to block now. Our aggressive plan's working out. If we drew a land there, we would have won because we could just Dismember Azusa. So they're going to block Matter Reshaper, go to 1. All right, they have 1 turn to draw something here. No! They top. Do we just lose? Arboreal Grazer, okay. I mean, if they're doing this, they have to have something. We just lose again. Yeah, we just had to dodge this 1 draw. I think this was fine. We could have played it safe and gotten or just Blast Zone those away. But then we'd just be down like mana. They just make their land drops anyway. Yeah, all right. I don't know. I stand by that. You let me know what you guys think. Match 2, we're on the play. And these hands have sucked. We're going to keep this because we have Inscribed Tablet to find another Tron land, and we really want to test out this card. So we'll keep it and lead off on that. And we also want to get it down before we Chalice on 1, if that's even relevant here. So I'll play Tablet and pass. Arid Mesa, crack. Steam Vents, Ragavan. What's this? So since this is a Gigantha matchup, this is like the fair breach plan probably. So Chalice on 1's pretty good here. So we'll play out that now, just because we drew a land here, so we can play it on 1. We will get hit with Ragavan, but it's fine, right? Hopefully they don't hit anything relevant, and hopefully their deck's full of 1-drops. Oh, it's Breach. Okay. Shredder here. So maybe this one we can put, if we find another Chalice, we can put it on 0 as well. But 1 stops a lot of other things. Map. Okay. So that's good. We couldn't play map anyway, and neither can they. So next turn we get to start making constructs here. So we'll just pass. They do make a land drop. Hopefully they don't have just like a bunch of Shredders. Is this Emery? Oh, Teferi. Well, Teferi's kind of annoying. Especially if they bounce our Saga. They bounce Chalice. I guess they have 1-drops. They're attacking with both. I mean, we'll make a construct. They're probably just going to bolt it with this token here. Bolt the token. We get hit for 4. Ragavan hits. And they reveal Matter Reshaper. Not the greatest hit. Draw the Mine. I think we're going to float mana here. They have 1 mana open. This could be Spell Pierce or like another Bolt. We will get Relic here though. Try to keep them honest, because they're the Jeskai Breach deck. We'll play out the Mine, or we'll play out the map. So we'll crack this, go get a tower, play tower. We won't let them know about the Mine. Get tower, play tower. And then Chalice. I'm going to play this on 0. They will get the Connive, I guess. They can connive away some 0-drops. But they will have to deal with this as well. Next turn we can all as dust, and then end of turn we can actually crack tablet too. So we have a lot of options here. They put Metamorphose in the graveyard, so we'll pass the turn. Right now they have 5 damage. I play another land, tap 2 mana for, oh, it's this. Okay, maybe it's the Fair Breach with prowess, like Jeskai. I haven't seen this deck in a while. They shock this in. Hopefully they just tap out and we can just all as dust. They plus the fairy, they iteration. This does stop baubles, so that's like one thing. But I don't think they're running like Moxes and stuff. And we'll have enough to pay for Spell Pierce through all this. Oh, Grape Shot, okay. So yeah, it's just the Prowess Grape Shot deck. I don't know if they're running like, we know they're running Breach, so this is still important. They put Iteration and Exile, but nothing to hand. So we're getting hit for 6 here, and then we're just gonna wipe the board. Monkey hits, let's see. Ooh, we would have loved this. Karn? There's no way they have just straight up counterspell, right? Okay, good. They're using their mana. Oh, another iteration. Okay. I mean, we knew they drew that. Oh no, I guess they saw 2 iterations because they. Oh no, this is the exiled one. I guess they're just using it because it's exiled and they might as well just get their value. All right, we'll crack this. We find Power Plant. Ugin would have been nice, but we'll just take the Power Plant. And we have to put this land card. Unfortunately, we have to draw this. I kind of wish it read like, if you don't, you get to draw a card, but if you find one, you have to take it. So we're going to play the mine here. Easy all is dust. It does leave tokens behind. We're still going to hold up. We could play Ballista for 1, but I'm still going to hold up Relic here. I'll just Relic them for... They have 4 cards in hand though. Assuming one of them's a land at least. Maybe they don't just have like all gas. Another Iconoclast. Shredder, okay. Shredder's kind of hard to deal with just because it has 3 toughness. And iteration, wow. I've seen 3 iterations that we know of. They can knife away the bauble that they can't cast. Good value for them. But they are at 11. Unholy Heat. They get in for 2. We're at 6. Kind of dangerous here. I would love a Karn. 2, 3, 4. I don't think we have to crack this quite yet. Wait like one more turn maybe. Sylex. A little late for this. I would have loved this earlier. So we'll play out the land. So we have 11 mana to work with here. Go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we don't have Relic up, which I definitely want to keep up. We could have a large Ballista. Maybe Ballista and Matter Reshaper. So Matter Reshaper, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Could make a 3/3 Ballista, but that also connives, makes conniving. And then if that bolt we lose. Yeah, we might just lose the bolt. We can assume that they have a lightning bolt in hand, right? And this chalice is on 0, so it's not doing as much work as we assumed it would. We could make this Ballista a 5/5 and shoot down Shredder. I think that's like the safest. Shoot down Shredder and just crack Relic. I don't know, but they have 4 cards in hand. We can't cast 2 spells. They definitely have a bolt in hand. I'm just going to play this Ballista for 5 and just shoot down. I think this is the safest. And then we'll just crack Relic here. I guess actually the smarter play would have been to crack Relic first, see what we draw. So yeah, that would have been the smarter play. All right, as it stands, we're at a virtual 4 here if we don't block. Another Iconoclast. We're just gonna ping this now. Do they have a bolt? Yeah, see? So we played around it well. I don't think it's gonna matter though, unfortunately. We're going to 1. Yeah, we just, I don't know. We even wiped the board, but we just have like nothing. Yeah, they're at 11 here. Yeah. These cards are just so medium. I don't know. If we would have known, we could have put Chalice on 1. So we know Chalice is huge. Putting it on 0 helped us out a little bit in terms of we were able to cast our own things, but not stopping them was a big problem. So we definitely want a Relic because we know that they're a Breach deck. I'm going to take out another Smasher. I just really want to draw Karn. So we have a lot of things for early Ragavan. Collar could be interesting. You know it's not good when you want to just board out tablets because they just do nothing. Early Reshaper for blocking. We haven't seen a Thought-Knot Seer or Karn at all yet. I guess we'll just try it like this. All right, we'll be on the play. I'm going to keep this hand. We have Dismember for Ragavan. We have all our lands, and we have Karn Sylex. It's not incredible, but you could also argue mulliganing for a Chalice. But if they go turn 1 Ragavan, I just want the guaranteed Dismember here. Alpine Moon, okay. We don't really care about this. See if it names Saga. That'd be cool. Tower, okay. So the cool thing about that is we can play out Tower, and of course we get Tron. We'll play out Tower because we can tap this for black and save life if they try to get like Iconoclast or Shredder here. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Do I really want to waste? I guess. They didn't, I mean, if that's all they're playing, maybe they just have like a Spell Pierce for this? Consider, okay. If they do, I'd rather them use it on this than my Sylex here. So they do draw the card. Ballista. They have Temple here. An early Sylex 2 stops their fetch lands, and we were able to get rid of Dismember before playing Sylex, so that's something to consider as well. So let's hope they're just sitting on fetch lands. We also have Blast Zone to get rid of this. We would love it if they flooded the board with ones, but they only have 1 red mana also, so that's something to consider. All right, so this is shut off. Is it Shredder or Iconoclast? Hopefully it's Iconoclast and pass. Manamorphose. They go red-white. Interesting. Wow, that's awkward. They wear, I mean, I guess best case scenario, they use the card. There's a Chalice too. We'll just play Blast Zone and pass, and then we'll Blast Zone after attacks, because we don't want them like dashing Ragavan or anything like that. So this will get rid of these two. We'll have Tron for a large Walking Ballista iteration. And again, this is fine. We don't care if they're going to Surveil with this. We'd rather just make sure they don't play anything else by the end of this turn. Also too, it's not crazy that they bring this in. We're primarily an artifact deck, so it makes sense. They exile a Spiral Bluff that comes in tapped. So we're going to take 3. I'll crack this end of turn. I don't mind taking 3 just to avoid any other like 1-drop plays here. So I'll pop this, get rid of these 2, draw Thought-Knots here. That's actually pretty good. So we'll play that out first. Probably play Chalice on 1 and a Walking Ballista. Unholy Heat. Sure. They do have the Breach. We'll take the Underworld Breach. Also too, with this play, another thing is to play out Chalice on 1 first to avoid that. So that's something to consider. So their hand is a land and 2 Iconoclasts. So we're going to play this Ballista on 2 and pass. So this will kind of deter them from playing out Iconoclast. They'll probably just put, if they don't draw anything, they'll put Gigantha to hand. Maybe just play out 1 and probably get a spell in. Wow, they top decked Iteration. That's huge. We're going to ping 1 now, so they can't like bauble or something to trigger it. Good top deck by then though. We will get to pump this. We're going to put Chalice on 1 and then just Spell Pierce, okay. Mystery card, Iconoclast. We draw a Temple. We'll just pump this now. I'm going to put this on 1 instead of pumping this. So we'll get in for an attack. This stops future bolts and heats. Just got to make sure that they, or hope that they don't draw Breach. It will stop some Breach stuff too. They fetch tapped Sacred Foundry, sure. Next turn we can get 2 pumps in here. Hopefully, unless we draw something good, hopefully. They tap 2 mana. Oh my god, they drew another Wear. It's very unfortunate. I didn't want to put this on 2, because if they just draw like all their 1-drops, they have more 1-drops than 2. It's just unfortunate that they probably iterationed into that. And Teferi. Yeah, we can't beat these top decks. They're insane. They plus Teferi. We need like a top deck of our own. Cavern of Souls. So they're going to play Iconoclast. There you go. Let's see what they drew for turn. Unless they just put Gigantha to hand. Prismatic Ending. No, we can't beat... Yeah, we can't beat these draws. They drew Iteration into Wear, into Teferi, into Prismatic Ending. They down-tick Teferi. Draw a card. What do we need? Like an All Is Dust or something? Ulamog? Something? Dismember. We didn't have to tap that extra land, but it doesn't matter. Play out our Cavern of Souls and pass. We could hold it to make it look like we have something, but I mean, I think we would have used it. All right, they plus with the fairy. Let's see what crazy thing they top deck. Shredder, sure. They're not putting Gigantha to hand, so I don't know what they have. Would love an Ulamog here. All right, now it looks like they're putting it to hand. Need a good draw. Thought-Knots here. I mean, we can slow down their clock a little bit, I guess. Oh my god, Path, and then Gigantha. So they untap, they Path Thought-Knots here. We get a land. If we don't take Gigantha, they play 5/5, bounce. Taking Gigantha. Like, they can Path us. It's like a lose-lose there. If we take Path, they just play Gigantha and swing in with Gigantha, and they bounce this. They can like double spell. All right, yes, we'll get our other swamp. Actually, yeah, we'll get the other swamp. They do get to draw a card. I don't know, again, let me know what you guys would have taken there. I think my reasoning makes sense. But they've drawn nothing but gas for like the last 4 turns. And we've just flooded. We hit for 2. They haven't used a fairy yet. I wonder if they're going to forget. They do not forget. We draw another Thought-Knots here. So we will cast that. Let's see what crazy thing they have now. Did they draw a Lightning Bolt? Okay. So now they bounce this, draw a card. They get a Hallowed Fountain tapped and pass. Okay, they bounce this like we said. Draw a card. Most likely dead here. Another iteration. Jesus. If they draw a Breach, we'll just get Scoop. Mishra's Bauble. So they will get to Connive. They attack for 2. Go down to 5. Definitely not having fun here. They play Steam Vents tapped, probably. Yep. I would like an All Is Dust, I guess. Another Bauble. Karn. Karn's a good one. Karn's probably the best draw, I'd say. They crack Bauble immediately because Karn's going to shut all these off. Sure. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana to work with as well. To figure out what we're going to do with Karn. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So some options are Sundering Titan, Cityscape. We're at 5 too. And they're going to draw 2 cards. Bridge is a consideration. I'd love some life as well. Like Sundering Titan doesn't even do it. It takes them off 3 lands, but they still have 4 other lands, so that doesn't really matter. Can't take Emrakul. I think we're gonna take Bridge here, honestly. Take Bridge. I mean, I guess we could Thought-Knot Seer to see what they have in hand, but I'm assuming it's like nothing. Well, Thought-Knot Seer, let them connive first, because if they draw like Wear Tear or something, we want to get that. They have to deal with Teferi as well. They do consider. They draw the card. It's a Ragavan. Okay. So we'll play out the Bridge and then just hope. Next turn we can get maybe Ballista. Hopefully they didn't draw Breach. Ragavan. Okay. They drew a Ragavan, but they got to draw 3 turns because of Bauble. They drew 2 Wait, what? They drew 3 Ragavans? Now they're drawing like this? All right. So they played both to connive. This better not be a Breach. No, Grape Shot. Ugh. I guess they only have 18 cards left. They've drawn 30 more cards than us. What the hell? That's insane. Another Karn. Sick. We deserve this. They've drawn 21 more cards than us. I feel like we need to... I just want to get like Tormod's Crypt, right? If we shut off their graveyard, I don't know. There's really nothing I really want to get here. Like Crypt shuts off their graveyard, which is huge. All right, so I think we do that. Get Tormod's Crypt. And we could always Pithing Needle Teferi too. Activate Shredder, unfortunately. We could always Cityscape Leveler, Shredder as well. All right, we'll just pass. Opponent's on 8 minutes too. We're on 11. Not too much better, but they found something. 3 mana. Are you kidding me? They found Prismatic Ending? My God, you gotta be kidding me. These top decks, man. Cannot believe that. So Karn's dead. Such crap. Oh, they're only attacking... Okay. They could have killed Karn if they wanted to. All right, I guess pass. Yeah. We just have nothing. 2, 3, 4. They just bounce Thought-Knot Seer and we lose. Damn, this game sucks. We did get to draw Karns. Like that was the only good draw we have. As soon as they bounce this, we'll scoop though. All right, match 3. Let's hope this game goes a little better. We'll keep this. We have 2 Tron lands. We have fast mana with Eldrazi Temple for Thought-Knot Seer. So we'll lead off on that. Play out a Relic. Play Chalice on 1 on turn 2, and then Thought-Knot Seer on turn 3. Blackleaf Cliffs. We can assume this is another Ragavan. So this is like Scam. So Chalice on 1 should be pretty good here. It'll stop the Thought Seizes, the Lightning Bolts, and all that. We will get hit for 1, but whatever. Next time we get the Thought-Knot Seer. Marsh Flats. Ragavan swings in. Hopefully they don't hit a tower. Walking Ballista. I can't imagine they cast that, right? We'll target them with Relic. They have 3 mana to work with. Black, red. They could Blood Moon here too. Oh, they do cast it. Okay. Our lands are pretty sad. Let's see what they have in hand. Maybe we can hopefully it's just like all 1-drops. We can snag a Blood Moon or something. Terminate. Or Fury. We're going to take the Terminate because that's the most mana, the best mana value. And then they'll Fury, pitch Lightning Bolt, kill Thought-Knot Seer, and then we have to hope for the best. They draw Graven Cairns. Interesting. All right, so they do what they said. Pitch Lightning Bolt, kill Thought-Knot Seer, sure. They're going to get him for 3. What'd they draw? 4 mana. Wow. Look at this Grief. They cast Grief. They're going to be pretty sad. This is a good draw for them. Just in general, I guess, but they have nothing to Grief. Our hand is garbage. When your opponent casts Grief and your entire hand is all lands. No, we would have liked that. We got another one. Sick. So if we play this now to get a bridge, I think they run main deck K command as well. What else could we get here? Don't think there's much. Their hand is a land and 2 Feign Deaths. Play out a mine. Man, if we had Tron, would be sitting pretty. Because then we could just ping their whole board and be fine. Do we take a hit? 3, 4. We could take a hit and and try to find a tower here. Bridge is the best card, but they can just start pumping Walking Ballista. So they'll kill. If we get Bridge, they attack with Grief. These 2 come at us. Next time we play Bridge. I think that's the safest bet, honestly. I don't really like it, but... And we can't just plus on Ballista or plus on Treasure Token. So as long as they don't draw another Grief or something like that, we'll just pass. And we don't want to draw another land unless it's I honestly don't even want to draw any lands. I don't care if it's tower right now. I want to get down Bridge, play mine. So they're doing what yeah. Okay, so they do all this. Karn down, Ragavan. It's a Chalice. Okay, that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4. They could play Chalice on 3. If they play Chalice on 3. Oh no. Oh man, are they gonna play Chalice on 3? That's so unlucky. All right, we get another Karn. Wow, double. All right, we'll crack Relic here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Could not get any unluckier. We can't play any of the cards in our hand. They play their land. We know they have 2 Feign Deaths in hand. They attack us for 6. They could pump this too if they wanted to. They get a map. They can't play that. They just pass. We draw a land. So currently Eldrazi Tron is just not doing it. Not doing it. Against Scam, we'll bring in another relic. Dismember's good here. Chalice on 1's pretty solid. We'll bring in like 1 Stone Brain. Out of Matter Reshaper. Warping Whale's pretty good. Take out like a smash or 2. I'll try that. Alright, we'll be on the play. His hands, garbage. We have to mull this one. Oh man. These hands have just been... Where's our Natty Tron? Where's our like 6 Tron hands? Double Chalice. Walking Ballista. I mean, do we go to 5? If they scam us, we just go to like 3 cards, I guess, or 2 cards. I think this hand's terrible though. Like turn 1, Tower pass, turn 2, Tower, Chalice on 1, or Ballista on 1. Actually, you know what? We're gonna keep it because if they just play Ragavan, we can play Walking Ballista. I think we have to like play the high upside here. They mulligan to 6 as well. I don't know. I would be happy going to 5 as well, but against Scam, it's just best case scenario, it's a Ragavan. And this is why like you can't mulligan hard against this deck either. So you got to keep like these really, really medium hands. I feel like they take Ballista here. They take Thought-Knots here. Okay. We draw Saga. We're going to play that out. Play Chalice on 1. That'll stop any more Thought Seizes, Feign Deaths, Lightning Bolts. They could easily have K Command and just ruin our life. So they play Catacombs. They could also dash Ragavan here. Actually, no, they can't dash Ragavan because of Chalice. Karn, Sylex. So we're going to play Tower. We're just going to start making construct tokens, I think. It's tempting to play the Sylex here to turn off any future fetch lands though. But I feel like I want to get threats on the board. And they can't die to like Bolt, which is nice. Hopefully they don't have more fetch lands. Evoked Grief. Okay. Let's see what they take here. The Sylex. Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I'm valuing making construct tokens. They could also have Terminate, which is... They're probably, if they do, they'll just terminate this and move on with their life. Let's see. Because we have Chalice on 1 already, I guess we're just going to get Expedition Map. I'm going to play Chalice out on 0 here too, just to make these larger. Even though they can just kill this, and we just need a clock. Next turn we'll play Ballista on 1 probably, if they do nothing, just to make these large enough, and then we have lethal next turn. Wow, we won that too. Like our hand was terrible, but I guess they just had 1-drops. All right. We stole a game. That's pretty good. But now we're on the draw, so that's a lot worse. I feel like I don't want Ulamog in this matchup either. What do I want more? Sadly, we don't have any ley lines, or we'd be bringing them in. Stonebrain, whatever. Maybe a Collar? I don't think so. I don't know. I'll try Collar, I guess. I think Chalice on 1 is just really good. They don't draw K Command. This is a 1-lander, or else we'd probably keep. This is better. We'll keep this Cavern of Souls. We have turn 1 map. They could grief the maps and stuff like that. I think they wouldn't grief the maps. They're going to grief the top end anyway. Thoughtseize. But again, that's why we can't mulligan low. Take Thought-Knots here again. They hate Thought-Knots here. Oh, okay. Draw the other Tron land. So we have turn 3 Tron, but they could easily like grief Malice us or dash Ragavan or just kill our map. EE on 2? Why is EE on 2? What am I missing? So looking at our deck, we have no 2-drops. That's weird. We'll pass the turn. I don't know what this is doing. I guess we're in the O2 bracket, so maybe they're thinking something else that we're not. Blood Moon. Well, that's unfortunate. We would have been in the clear had they not had Blood Moon. Still get the mine, because we could draw Sylex. It just turns off our Saga. Draw the mine anyway. And play out Tablet. Correct Tablet, see what we can get. Tablet has not been... Tablet just, I don't know. We get to put all this like beautiful stuff, all this dust to the bottom. Grab this useless mountain. Still so confused about this EE here. No! Karn goes goodbye. They do feign death. They have nothing else to take at least. Now they have a clock. We need to draw some action. We do not. Pass the turn. All right, they play a land. I mean, we have a lot of time. We have 5 turns currently. Chalice. We'll put Chalice on 1. I don't know if that's going to do much, but it'll stop future shenanigans on their end. If I play another land. All right, it looks like we're all flooding, but they actually have a threat here. It's tempting to put this on like 3 or something. We draw another land and pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could have maybe saved this and put it on 3. Voidwalker. They attack with grief. I bet you we draw a land. We're going to do it. Thought-Knots here. And we scoop. At least we won 1 game. Man, this deck looks awful. I mean, I know our variance isn't looking too hot either, but it's, I don't know. We'll try one more. We'll see. We've been on the play every time and it just hasn't mattered. Like, look at these hands. We've just had these like crap hands. Triple Tower. Like, do we keep this? We have Tablet. We have Map. I'm just going to keep it. We're 0-3 anyway. Like, this is like fine. Like, I would keep this with like maybe 2 towers. I don't know. Maybe we draw a Tron land, Spire Bluff, and the Murktide. I mean, I guess we can Warping Wail this. Dismember. I'm gonna Warping Wail that and pass. So we did draw Dismember in case they have like Ledger Shredder here or something. Well, no, they wouldn't because they played Bauble. They look at their own hand. No, they look at my hand or my deck. They play Island and just pass. We're gonna play Tablet here before we crack map because I want to. Wow, they Spell Pierce this? Sure, definitely. Also, not playing a land makes it more enticing for them to Spell Pierce that. They may have another one, so there's just like cracking it off there. But I'd definitely rather get that Spell Pierce than anything else. I'm just going to hold this up because I don't want to get one and draw the other. All is dust. And because we have land drops, we don't have to like crack this direly. And they're not doing anything, so I don't mind just not playing into any counter magic. We could also get a Cavern of Souls if we draw something. I'm just going to wait. I don't know if that's right or not to wait to find another Tron land. All right, I guess this will get Cavern then. I'm so dumb. Yeah, that's my bad. Now we just like time walked ourselves. It's okay. So we should have just got a Cavern there and played out Thought-Knot Seer on curve like a smart person. I'm just like over this league. We draw another Thought-Knot Seer. So yeah, we pretty much time walked ourselves there. Maybe we take like a Murktide out of their hand or something. They're not playing any creatures, so they definitely have spells. They don't have Unholy Heat mana. Holy crap, yeah. So I'm glad we waited. So they're on triple counterspell, 2 lands. They just pass. All right, we'll get in. And we're just gonna play the other Thought-Knot Seer just to get like a clock going. Maybe take like a removal spell out of their hand or something. They drew Otawara. Which counterspell do we want? Take this one. They chose not to use it, and they concede. Okay. Well, Cavern doing work there against Murktide. We will be bringing in Relic of Progenitus, bring in Emrakul, Cityscape. I don't think we want Stonebrain for Blood Moon. We can just like play through it, I guess. What's like not good? Chalice on 1's really good. Ballista's not the greatest. Matter Shaper's meh. All these are kind of meh. Like a Tablet out. I don't really like Tablet. Like a Smasher. Just go for like the inevitability with Leveler, Ulamog, and Emrakul. We will keep this. These maps can go get, and while they can play Blood Moon, I guess that's a thing, they just play Delta and Pass. Oh wow, we drew the Cavern. That's pretty sick. I will play out the Temple just in case. Well, you know what? We should have played Tower because we're not going to play out Thought-Knot Seer. I mean, maybe they Spell Pierce this. That would be fantastic. Get Spell Pierce out of their hand. Next turn, we'll just go Tower, map, pass. Maybe this will be like a Ledger Shredder. Okay, so they do have Blood Moon. They're fetching islands, which is unfortunate. So we'll dismember the Ledger Shredder before we play out Expedition map so they don't connive, but this is definitely like a telltale sign of Blood Moon. If they do, then so we're gonna have to wait a turn, play out Sylex. I mean to play out Thought-Knot Seer, but we will play out Sylex here, which can kill Blood Moon. So this prevents them from playing, potentially wanting to play more things. Shredder, sure. But I don't want to blow up our map, so I don't want to do it right this second. It's tempting to just Thought-Knot Seer here. They have a mountain, they have creature, land, instant. They don't have, I'm gonna play out Thought-Knot Seer. They don't have counter magic up, and they can't heat this. I think they're counting to see if they can heat this. I bet you they have a heat in hand. Oh, I'm so good. Oh, they could have subtlety'd it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not the best Murktide regent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They could play Murktide. I think I'm going to high roll. We have to take Murktide and hope that they don't guess draw heat, get enough for heat. It could be right to take, oh my god, they top decked iteration. Could be right to take the heat there, but we can't beat a Murktide, so, because we're not taking this up to 7. They did draw the land. Okay, now Thought-Knot Seer's dead because they top decked beautifully. So we can crack map. We can crack map and crack Sylex also. Hopefully if we draw like Tron or like, I mean, we can get our mine here. If we draw like a payoff, we'll crack map here. I know they have subtlety in hand. Is there anything we want to get specifically? Maybe Saga? More mana with Tower. We know their hand is just subtlety. I think I'll get a Saga here. I'll play out. Oh, wait. We have to do this on, yeah, we have to do this on at sorcery speed. It's kind of annoying, but especially now that they have 2 blue and 2 whatever. So we unlocked our mana. We just need threats now, which is why I think it was important to take Murktide there. They play a land and pass. We would love like an Eldrazi so we could play this on. All right, we're going to play out Saga. They have 3 cards in hand. I don't know what it could be. Probably removal, like maybe some heats or something if they're not doing something. They play Steam Vents untapped. Wow. Shredder. We're going to pass because I don't want them to trigger. Let's see. We'll put this on Eldrazi. First, let's... They have subtlety up, which is really annoying. Let's do this first. Maybe they'll like counterspell this. They didn't. Okay. So they can subtlety this if they want. I'd imagine they do. And it sucks because it doesn't counter it. It just subtleties it. I'll put it on top though, and we'll pass. So we don't know what their 1 card is. We're assuming it's like maybe a land. But they're going to play out, oh my god, another Shredder. So they get in for 3, sure. It probably just kills this Construct token here. So we will make a Construct token, see if it most likely dies. No, okay. We draw the Thought-Knots here. We will make another one. What do we want to get with this? I guess just Relic here? Play out Thought-Knots here. I don't know what's in their hand. Maybe it's just like a counter spell because there's nothing that they've been able to counter. Could just be just a land too. Hopefully it's not a heat, but if it is, we just get to take whatever they heat away anyway. But if they try to heat it, we just Brazen Borrower. Jeez, man. Yeah, Brazen Borrower is good. I'm gonna crack this now. Play a land and pass. We're gonna get hit for 4 in the air. We're just getting murdered in the air. Karn would be the best draw here. Just get like an Ensnaring Bridge. We're dead next turn. Need like an All's Dust at least, or Karn or something, just not a land. Walking Ballista. That is good. 12, 13, 14. We just gotta hope the last card they have is not a counterspell. Are you kidding me? Man, that's so... The last card was a counterspell. All right, let's run it back. Yes, we'd like to be on the play. Yes, we'd like to keep turn 3 Tron with an amazing hand. Yes, we would like to win a match. Let's hope they do not have... We do have the wastes for Thought-Knots here at least. They play Misty, Bauble, check themselves. See if they want to keep it. They do want to keep it. Natty Tron, love to see it. Play out Tower and pass. So if we can't win with this hand, then we don't deserve to win. This hand is just like nuts. They're just going to consider? Okay. They're just going to draw the card though. Oh wait, no, they already drew the card with Bauble. They put Spell Pierce in the graveyard. Okay, interesting. Hopefully they tap out here. They don't. So they're definitely holding up Counterspell. Do we just get Cavern? It sucks because we can't play out. I'm going to get Cavern here. I'm going to play it a little slow. So I'll get Cavern, name Eldrazi, and just pass. They definitely have Counterspell. There's absolutely no way they don't. They just did nothing. So as long as they don't have Blood Moon here, which would be unfortunate. If they just play like a Shredder and pass. Oh, okay. Totally fine with that. We're just gonna leveler that, and that'll get the concession, right? Cast Leveler, kill Murktide Regent. They can't beat an 8/8 Trampler. They just lose right here. Unless they like Brazen Borrower it, but there's absolutely no way they beat this. All right, we pass. They didn't scoop. Maybe they have something. They can't have Blood Moon because the fact that we got a Cavern and not the 3rd Tron piece, it was obvious we had the 3rd Tron piece. They play a Bauble. Also, what's cool about Leveler and Karn is like they can't use their tokens once we get Karn out. They bubble us. See, this is how the games should have been going all this time, but they have been going the complete opposite. They iteration here. They put a land, they get a land. I guess they're not playing anything into it, but we're going to play our Thought-Knots here, so we can take whatever they're hiding. Warping Whale. And play this. Play out Thought-Knots here first. They have 7 cards in hand, so we know they have like counter spells and stuff like that. Probably like removal as well. They fetch. They do have Unholy Heat mana now, actually. So maybe we could have played Relic to play around that. Okay, they are bouncing that. That's what we said. That was one way that they could get there. And Subtlety. We'll top it. Interesting. View sideboard. Sadly, we're only going to have 2 mana to work with this Karn. Do we even play out Karn? Nah, I think I'm going to play out Relic here. Because if we play out Karn, and then we get one thing. I mean, we could get one thing, but there's nothing to really get. Like, we could get like Trinisphere. That's tempting, actually. Yeah, let's do that. It's just like a kind of like a must counter for them. I mean, we could even get, no, I don't want to get, we'll just get Trinisphere, and we'll just crack Relic now. Could we have played Cracked Relic? I guess maybe we could have played Cracked Relic and got Thought-Knots here back as well, if we thought a little harder about it. I'm fine with this though. They have to deal with on-cast Cityscape, uncounterable Thought-Knots here, Trinisphere is a must counter. Just gotta hope they don't have Blood Moon. Ragavan. Ragavan goes for Karn, that's fine. It does go for Karn. We don't really care about that. Attacks Karn, probably shocks that in. Yep. So they have Monkey in hand. They have this in exile, which they're definitely going to cast. Temple. I guess we have to Cityscape here, right? Yeah, we have the Cityscape here. I mean, we could play Trinisphere and Thought-Knot as well, but I just want to get this on board. Counterspell, sure. So we can cast that next turn. Plus on that, and we're definitely not going to play into Spell Pierce. Another counterspell. So now they have land, Ragavan, and I'm pretty sure they're done. They have Brazen Borrower. We can play out Trinisphere. They play Ragavan. With Karn, so they have land. Did they not play the land? Or the Thought-Knots here? What could we get with Karn? Because it's just going to die to Brazen Borrower. Maybe we get just Titan here. Let's get Sundering Titan. 7. We could always Thought-Knots here first. They just cast Brazen Borrower, sure. Take out 2 of the lands. It doesn't really mean much. It's just more of like threats here. Do we Warp and Whale this Brazen Borrower? No, I think we get Trinisphere into play. We'll attack. They could chump. That's about it. I cannot see them coming back from this. Okay. We finally win a match. So that means we have to play one more, right? All right, final match. See if we can actually get the 2-3 here. We have turn 3 Tron, some actions we're going to keep. Polluted Delta and pass. We love to see that. Matter Reshaper, the best of the boys. So we'll play out map. Hopefully we don't see a Triumph here. Overgrown Tomb. Okay. And Saga. Is this just like Jund Saga? No! Main deck Pithing Needle? Come on. What is this crap? Main deck Pithing Needle. That's awkward. Now we just need our Natty Tron like usual, right? Alright. Play out our other expedition map and pass. We'll just play these out in case we draw like Saga. And we gotta use our mana. There's no point in it sitting in our hand anyway. That's just absurd though. Now they get to start making constructs. Get to play the best boy. Just turn 3 Matter Reshaper. Best modern thing ever. It's such a great hand too besides this. The one of. Maybe Karn just gets there with Bridge. We'll see. If we can draw a Natty Tron, that would be fantastic. We have 2 tablets to also get stuff. So they're going to make a construct, sure. If they attack, we'll definitely trade. And we'd like to see that they're doing this and not doing something else. Well, it's sad these are going to be 4/4s, so we can't even trade now. Let's see what they get. Probably like a graveyard thing or something. I don't know what they have for 1-drops. Needle and like Bauble or something. I don't know. Probably not Bauble. Spellbomb. Okay. They're going to bounce my Matter Reshaper? No. Close. So close. Another Karn. I guess we just Karn here. I don't know if they can beat a Bridge. Man, we would love to draw a tower. A tower would just be... So we can assume that they kill Karn, hit us for at least 4. Karn, us. We just don't want to draw... We want to draw lands. We don't want to draw anything, any other gas, or we're just going to be too flooded here. This is just like Sultai? What is this? Yeah, it's just like Sultai good stuff. 3 mana. EE on 3. Okay, well, plus on EE. Man, us not drawing lands is just going to wreck us. We just like need a tower here. We're going to be getting hit for 8. Well, no, are they going to swing both at Karn? That would be awesome. They have to swing both at Karn, right? Like, one at me, one at Karn. So we can still Karn unless they have something. Light from the Loam Saga. Just like a value. Okay, they play Saga, sure. And they pass the turn. Chalice. We're going to do this. We're going to plus on Pithing Needle. Going to... Dismember the Pithing Needle. They better not have like counter spells, right? There's no way they have counter spells. What is this? Green, colorless. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Beseiju, yes, we'll go get a swamp. They're just trying to like starve us on mana, I guess. Main deck Beseiju. We can't even beat that just because they can dredge Loam, get back Beseiju. I guess we have to Karn, downtick, go get Tormod's Crypt. Or we could just Needle. Yeah, let's just Needle Beseiju, I guess. Well, we're just dead anyway. It doesn't matter. God damn. Yeah, that timely Beseiju just killed us. Because they just make a construct swinging for 8 and we lose. Bring in Stonebrain. Bring in... Yeah, I thought we played that well enough. Chalice seems medium. I want 2 Stonebrains here. I guess maybe we'll keep 2 on the play. Put out a Smasher. That's rough. Just main deck, Saga, Beseiju, Life in the Loam deck, ruining our dreams. Alright, we'll be on the play. Turn 3 Tron with a good hand again, but as we saw, can easily be disrupted. But I mean, the one of Pithing Needle, it is what it is. It's just unfortunate. Alright, we're gonna play out mine and go. So it's just like Sultai, Loam, Polluted Delta. They have like Thought Seasons and stuff too? So it looks like. Okay, they do. We didn't see any Thought Seasons game 1. I can assume they take Karn. And we could play Power Plant and they can easily just like Beseiju one of these and we're just screwed. Especially if they leave Karn, but I can't imagine them leaving Karn here. Alright, we'll play out Power Plant and go. Hopefully they blow up the mine. That would be fantastic. Running Catacombs. Another Thoughtseize. Now they take Smasher. They're going to take Smasher. We're probably just going to play out Saga Reshaper because I want to get Saga going. Interesting. Alright, well, I mean, now we have to play out Smasher. Thought-Knot Seer. We're going to play out Thought-Knot Seer, see why they took Matter Reshaper. That's a super weird take. Unless they just have a removal spell for Smasher and they didn't want us to draw. Oh, that's why. Oh my gosh. They have Trophy for our lands. All these cards just wreck us. Oh my god. Trophy. We're going to take Liliana, but this is just like a wall block. They can Trophy a Tron land. God, that's frustrating. Underground River. You would have thought the Sultai good stuff deck just beating a creature deck here. So they go get a Zaggoth Triumph, play the Underground River. Probably trophying something so that way we can't play. No, it looks like they're just playing out. Okay. We would have like a Dismember or just like a good payoff here. Not happening. Flying, Death Touch, Lifelink. We're just going to get in. They could trade here or just trade here and not draw a card. I'm glad we attacked with that. I wasn't going to at some point. So the hand is Trophy something. I'm surprised they're waiting so long to Trophy something. Another Wow. I really want to punish them for not blowing up a Tron land. Okay, we did. Cool. Karn. We have 6 mana. Trophy gets anything, so we can't even... Well, down tick. Oh, man. So we brought in both Brainstones. If we go for Sundering Titan, they just blow up a Tron land and then we're screwed here. We could go for Walking Ballista and we could ping down this. I think that's what we do. I mean, they're F6'd. And if they blow something up, we can just get an expedition map with this. So we'll get them for 4. I think they have to draw something like this turn, but with no Boseiju draws, okay. Yeah, so they didn't draw like Boseiju. God, we're playing against Nighthawk Scavenger. That's so weird. Just gonna run it back. We'll still keep the needle in the sideboard for Boseiju. I don't think it's worth bringing in the one of. All right, we'll keep this. I don't want to mulligan against a Thoughtseize deck, and I think this is fine. Like, they've been playing Llanowar Waste. We're losing to just like this. Did they take Chalice, I wonder? They take Thought-Knots here. After much deliberation, we draw a tower. They play Urza's Saga and pass it right back. We do draw the map, so I guess we'll play the map. Play out tower and pass. So next turn we'll have Tron online, but they could easily have Boseiju mana. Saga goes to 2. Hopefully they just start like trying to make constructs. That would be the most ideal. Because next turn we have to crack map now and then can just Boseiju something. Put this on 1 because we can. They make construct tokens. They can, like, if they let us untab, we get to Ulamog them. So best case scenario, they don't have Boseiju. I can imagine they run like 3 to 4 or something like that. We know they run at least 2. Crack map or crack delta. Shock that in. Make a construct. Come on. Good. Okay. Hopefully another construct. Come on, make a construct. No, they're tapping it for mana. That's not good. If they do Boseiju something, hopefully it's a repeat Tron piece. They do get a Pithing Needle. Are they going to name Karn Sylex? They do. Okay. Interesting. So they could play a land, have 4 mana total. They have to have a land in hand. So what are they going to do with 4 mana? Play another Urza's Saga. Hopefully they don't Boseiju me. 3 mana. Nighthawk? No. I mean, they blew up a tower, so we have 8 mana now. I mean, I'd rather it be Assassin's Trophy, I guess, than anything else. Best case scenario. Hopefully we draw like some gas, though. That is gas. Play out the tower. What do we have that we could get? We'd only have 4 mana left over. Could get Tormod's Crypt again. We already have a payoff. I don't know how they beat this. We could get Needle for Boseiju, but then Karn dies. We don't know what's in their hand. I think if we get Needle with Karn, then next turn Ulamog. I don't think they have another way unless they have like another Assassin's Trophy. That'd feel pretty bad. We can also play out Sylex, get Needle. Oh shit, I'm so dumb. I'm over here like talking everything and we just have Chalice on 1. God. All right, that one is on me, 100%. God. So I would have gotten I don't know what, maybe Walking Ballista. So dumb. If anything, this stops future fetch lands. They have a swamp. They make a construct token. We like to see that. That's fine. Karn down, sure. They should scoop to Ulamog here. Thought-Knots here. Let's see. We take out the green source. We could take out 2 lands. We could take out Needle, so that way we can just wipe the board, actually. I'm just going to take out their green source and Pithing Needle, so that way we can just Karn Sylex. I don't know how they beat... Oh man, they could Liliana, actually. That would be awful. Maybe we take out their swamp and their water grave to avoid Liliana. Oh, they're tapping mana. Yes, okay. So that could have been a punt, not playing around Liliana. We'd have to kill both their swamps. I mean, Karn Sylex just wipes the board. There's no way they have another Pithing Needle though, right? Nobody runs more than 1 Pithing Needle. Oh, they get a Haywire Mite. Do they have a green source? No, they have a green source. Put into play tapped? Wait, what? They put it into play tapped. That's huge. Yeah, what the? I mean, we win the match. They put into play tapped. Interesting. I mean, okay, let's say they didn't put into play tapped. They kill this. We Ulamog them. Thought-Knots here, Mattery Shaver, Ulamog them again. I don't think they're winning this anyway, right? Let's see. All Is Dust doesn't do anything. Tower. I mean, I'm glad we beat the Fringe Sultai deck. So that was Eldrazi Tron trying Karn Sylex and Inscribed Tablet in the flex spots. So first, let's talk about those games. Those games were trash. I don't play Eldrazi Tron too often, and those games kind of like reinforce that. Obviously, the games didn't go too well. We drew like crap. We got turn 2, turn 3, and it just wasn't fun. But even though all those things happen, I don't think our deck is super well prepared to play from behind like that. We have to be super lucky, top deck Tron, and just kind of go off that way. But if we don't get lucky like that, we do absolutely nothing. You saw a lot of times we're just playing Mattery Shaper on turn 3, just playing super fair, Thought-Knot on turn 4. Just didn't feel good. So as for the flex spots, Inscribed Tablet, the 2 to 3 times we used it, it kind of sucked. It drew us a land. We bottomed really good cards. It was whatever. Sylex was a little bit better. It did wipe the board, just fine, I guess. I think this league's a little hard to evaluate because, again, when we lost, we just got crushed. Our opponents drew the nuts, they top decked really well, and we just flooded or just absolutely nothing. On a good note, when we did pop off, we really popped off. We got Cityscape Leveler going. Karn's obviously always good. Chalice on 1, really solid. Other than that, not too much to say. The deck felt pretty underwhelming. I think if you're winning with this deck, as I've read, as I've seen, you have to get pretty lucky just because these are pretty lackluster cards. Pretty low power level, I'd say, unless you have Tron, unless you're casting a lot of spells at once while you have Tron. If you don't have Tron, this deck is just like, I mean, obviously, right? You're playing Tron, you're playing Eldrazi Tron, you're playing Green Tron. The deck is way, way worse without it. But here we only have maps to find Tron and Tablet to maybe find it. You're less reliable in finding it. So you pretty much have to rely on luck to top deck the 3 Tron lands. So will we be playing Tablet again? Probably not. We've only tried it once and I didn't like it. It's obviously a terrible sample size, but going into it, I was a little reluctant and this only made me even more reluctant. So let me know what you guys think. Do you enjoy these flex spots? Would you play more? Would you play less? Let me know in the comments below. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and we'll see you next time. Peace.